potential for augmented reality is just enormous. With the advent of Microsoft HoloLens, Magic Leap, all these amazing things that are happening, it's hard to be able to say where it's going to go, where it's going to end up. You've got a number of different solutions, a number of different headsets which are bringing in AR and VR converging. So the geography out there is limitless, really.
I think we're at the early days in most of augmented reality and virtual reality stuff. Disruptive technologies can often be very deceptive because initially they look like a toy, they look like a sort of silly gimmick, and then the technology hits the curve, and before we know it, it becomes something that we cannot live without. We are at the knee of that curve. We are at the point where these technologies transition from being toys into being essential things that we just cannot live without.
Virtual reality has been around for 30, 40 years, but it's only now that it's reached the point where it's actually commercially viable. So because of the increase in mobile phone components, actually the cost of producing virtual reality headsets has really come down, which means it's now viable for consumers to actually go and buy. Once the headsets came along, they realized that actually they're applicable to lots of different industries. So the Army has been using them for the past 30 or so years, as well as education, which is going to be a huge, huge area.